called I Will Wait For You. It was written by P4CM, a ministry out in California. So it seemed that it was cool for everyone to be in a relationship but me. So I decided to take matters in my own hands and ended up with him. Him who displayed the characteristics of a liar, a cheater, an abuser, and a thief. So why was I surprised when he broke into my heart? I dialed 911, but I was cardiac arrested for aiding and abetting because it was me who let him in, claiming we were just friends. You see, I had already decided by the first date that even if he wasn't, I was going to make him the one. You know, I was tired of being alone, and I had simply made up in my mind that it was about that time, so I decided to drag him along for the ride, because I was always the bridesmaid, but never the bride. So I was going to make him the one. He had a form of godliness. Not much. I mean, hey, I'll take him, because, honey, I can change him. I mean, he's close enough. I was ready to sell my order for a quarter, not knowing the value of its use to me. Arteries so clogged with my will, it blocked his will from flowing through me. So I thank Christ for his blood pressure that gave this heart an attack. That flatlined my obscured vision, put me flat on my back. Through my ignorance he saw, and through my serving he saw to correct open my chest to transplant Psalm 51:10. A new heart and renewed right spirit within. So now I fully understand, better yet, I thoroughly comprehend how much I need to wait for you. See, the bad thing is that I knew he wasn't you from the beginning, because in the beginning was the Word, and he didn't even shine or sound like your son. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks, and all he could whisper were sweet, empty nothings. Which meant nothing. He couldn't even pray when I needed him to. Asking him to fast would be absurd, so forget about being cleansed and washed with water through the Word. But I know you. You are already praying for me. Even never having met me, let me assure you, I will wait for you. I will no longer date or socialize or communicate with carbon copies of you to appease my boredom or to quench my thirsty desire for attention from short-lived compliments from sort of kindness. You know, he's sort of kind of right, but sort of kind of wrong. First name Luke, last name Warm. I won't settle for false companionship. I won't lay in the embrace of his arms, attempting to find some closeness, but really never feeling so far apart because I just want to be held. Because all I gotta do is say no. No more almost sessions of almost coming close, passing winks and buying drinks, because I'm a flirt who flirts with the ideology of, can you just tell me how much I can get away with and still be saved? No more. I will stay in my bed alone and write poems about how I will wait for you. I will no longer get weighed down by so-called friends and family talks about the conserve of my biological clock when I serve the author of time, who is not subject to time, but I'm subject to him. He has the ability to pause, a sword, stop, or rewind at any given time. So we could role play. You would be Abraham, and I would be Sarah. Or you could be Isaac, and I would be Rebecca, a servant's answer to prayer. I am bone of your bone, flesh of your flesh, made up of your rib, Adam. And once we meet, like electrons that would be bound to your nucleus, completely indivisible atom. We even speak the same math. 1 + 1 + 1 equals 3, which really equals 1 if you add them. We were all created in his image, but you have the ability to reflect, detect, and even project the sun. If I were to explain what you look like, you would have to look like a star, a son of the sun. I would gain energy simply by your light on me. I would need you in order to complete my photosynthesis. I wait your revelation, but once again from the Genesis, I will wait for you. And I will know you. Because when you speak, I will be reminded of Solomon's wisdom. Your ability to lead will remind me of Moses. Your faith will remind me of Abraham. Your heart for God will remind me of David. Your inspiration will remind me of Paul. Your integrity will remind me of Joseph. Your attention to detail will remind me of Noah. Your ability to abandon your own will will remind me of the disciples, but your ability to love selflessly and unconditionally will remind me of Jesus Christ. But I won't need to identify you by any special Matthews or any special marks, because his word will be tatted all over your heart. And you will know me. And you will find me where the boldness of Esther meets the warm closeness of Ruth. And the hospitality of Lydia is aligned with the submission of Mary, which is engulfed in the tears of a praying Hannah. I will be the one, drenched in Proverbs 31, waiting for you. But to my Father who has known me before I was birthed into this earth, only if you should see fit. I desire your will above mine, so even if you call me to a life of singleness, my heart is content with you, O God, the one who was sent. You are forever my judge, and I am forever your witness. And I pray that I'm always found on a mission about my Father's business. Oh, I will always be yours. And I will always wait for you, Lord. More than the watchmen wait for the morning, more than the watchmen wait for the morning, I will.